if you want to talk about what will drive up the cost of electricity, it's nuclear. Nuclear will drive up the cost of electricity for millions of families and businesses across the country.
What modelling have you done on that?
What modelling?
Yeah.
Well, where do we start, Senator?
Can you table the modelling, please?
The CSIRO, the Gen Cost Report,
Yep.
AEMO, the AER. All these bodies have very clearly said that nuclear is the most expensive form of electricity. And let's get into the substance. Look at the UK's experience with Hinkley Point C.
Yep.
That is going to drive up energy bills for users in the United Kingdom. You mentioned Ontario. That's been in the news recently. That's been highly subsidised by the Canadian government. Highly subsidised. What I mean is the coalition has been talking about Ontario. That's been highly subsidised by the Canadian government. The surefire way, Senator, the surefire way to push up electricity bills is nuclear.
If I go, you talk about different countries and you talk about examples there, and examples are fine. If I bring out the examples of a single country between Texas and California, and the different energy mix there and the significantly higher prices under the same national regulation model of California that goes down a renewables-only model versus that of Texas, where they are triple the price of electricity in California versus Texas that have a mixed model with coal and nuclear and renewables. So we can all bring examples out that highlight our point. Will you table the modelling? You said you know this to be true. Will you table the modelling you've done?
The CSIRO modelling. I can table AEMO's analysis. We can table any market body that you like.
Well, we heard this morning that the Minister gave the assumptions.
I'd be very happy to ensure that we get you the Gen Cost Report and we get you the CSIRO modelling and we also get you AEMO's modelling. And I think you can interrogate those bodies on that. I rely on the science. I rely on the evidence. I trust the CSIRO. I trust AEMO. And I think we should be making decisions on energy policy that are based on economics and engineering, and that's what I'll certainly do in this role.
Engineering and economics. Do you believe it's true that the average energy plant should be written off over the same period as the average renewable installation under the Gen Cost Report?
It's not about what I believe. It's about
you said you believe in it. Your evidence was, I believe in this.
Could I just finish my answer, please, and say that I trust the CSIRO, I trust AEMO.
You aren't questioning the 30-year life of nuclear plants. You think that's right?
I'm not going to that. I'm just saying I trust the CSIRO. I think most rational people do trust the CSIRO. This is the body that developed Wi-Fi. They developed the agricultural practices that the farming communities rely on. Most Australians trust the CSIRO. Their advice is good enough for me, and it should be good enough for our political leaders.
This is where we go, Mr Kean. We come in here and we can't question what's going on. You say you have a piece of advice that is clearly wrong. Nuclear was brought up by you, no one on this stuff. We're talking about where we're going. You raise nuclear, and the Gen Cost Report clearly states that it writes off the asset over 30 years, not the expected life expectancy of every Generation 3+ plant being built right now. You don't want to question that. You're giving government advice and you don't question research. You don't question these things. You don't look for truth. You say, I believe it. We heard evidence today that the Minister gave the assumptions.
I know you're trying to get your grabs up on Sky at the moment, but the reality is...
Hang on. I'm asking the question. If I can finish my question.
But what is the question?
Okay.
My question
everyone, enough.
We heard evidence today.
Senator Cadell.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was answering my question.